Yo, what's up, studs? It's Stud Player. I put together a Penny video, did my best on it. I hope y'all enjoy it. Please hit that like button, comment down below what y'all want me to do next, and please hit that subscribe button so we can get this channel to grow. I'm still new at this, so if the intro is not super perfect, let me know. I put together 3 high rank games to show you tips and tricks on how to be the best Penny player you can possibly do. I got lineups, I got strats, layouts, places to put your mines, how to use your ultimate, all the skills you need to get going. Right, please stay tuned to the end of the video as you'll see all this unfold. Oh my god! What? No way!
Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Starting off with number 1, the best thing you can do besides that Groot who just walked away from the fight is have a good mental in the game, okay? Penny is one of those characters can get bullied on the field, but as long as you come back and you trust your team to do a good job, you'll make a huge impact. Our Groot, I guess, decided to come back to the fight, thankfully. And so right now we're doing ults. I'm putting my ult nest back here because what I'm doing is giving my team an escape. However, they just kept pushing into it. My team ends up clutching it up and we get back to point, which is great. I mean, you'll see where we start coming in clutch in a little bit. This is one of those where you just remain a positive mindset and eventually this game will unfold for you.
Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Having a positive mindset actually allows us to get back and get set up, right? Because even though they're staggered right now, they are going to be pushing forward as they are. And us getting set up allows us to stop these ults right now. So we get a little web on the Daredevil, Wolf gets crushed, and the team's already moving backwards. So we're going to go ahead and ult, and we're going to create that space instead of allowing them to keep pushing forward with what little they do have. And this is going to allow us to buy the time throughout the game. Right after my ult finishes, the first priority is to get set back up again, okay? Now I am realizing that it is late game, last 10 seconds of the match, so I'm actually going to put my nest in the center of the circle, right, or center of the point. That way, if anybody's on the left, back, right, wherever they are, even pushing forward, they're going to have to hit the full maximum capacity of the nest, okay? And then basically at this point, it's just clean up anybody that staggers in, and then we're going to end up winning this game. Alright, so that was clip 1. Here's clip 2. So basically, one strat I'll try to do, right, is right when this timer gets low, I'm going to cancel locking in my character. And then right as like the timer ends and the game starts, I'm going to lock it in so I skip out on the animation prior. Like for getting into the game. Just like this. And now I'm already going. Y'all should have seen this lineup on my my channel. So you're gonna find this star and this star. Alrighty, so we just got a quad, right? We're already at 30%, almost 40% ult charge. So we're gonna get ult faster than anybody else in the game. That's why we do those penny lineups, right? So we're ahead, we have the advantage. Now, when you do see me, you're gonna see me put my penny mines on this wall right to the left. And the reason I'm doing that is because my goal is to try to pick off another healer, DPS, something along those lines, right, to keep that tempo. Now right here is where a lot of people would mess up as Penny, right? We're getting dove heavily, but what you just saw, we just picked off a tank. Well, our job as a tank is to maintain space and hold space. So even create it. So right now, if I'm worried too much about this like the DPS in our backline, I'm letting this Emma just walk forward and control, right? Moving those healers up. We get ult faster than anybody, so right now we are taking our space back, and now we're pilling with our ult. But we ulted so fast, bro. I mean, like, straight up. Now, we did everything we could do, right? Ultimately, we're just going to lose this because we have no sustainability. There's nothing we could do on that. That was the best hold we could have done individually for this team, bro. 5-1 as a Peni. We already know we got 5 finals. Now, in my win to win, I'm thinking I come back here and 1v6 this situation, but I look at my team and realize I got to head back. So I got to keep pushing back and pay attention. I know these dives are coming on my healers really well. As a Peni player, you're always want to get set up as soon as possible, right? The moment you get set up with some space between you and the cart is kind of letting your team and yourself know, like, this is where we're going to hold, right? Keeping everybody together, in sync. You also want to play behind, you know, the main tank, right? Sometimes you can come forward for them if they're getting dove too hard, right? Pilling for your other tank. And you see how I keep my mines at the right side angle of my nest, right? I want to cover the position that they would have to look at me. And in this case, right, I keep noticing that these dives are jumping off these balconies straight into my healers. So I'm trying to predict, right, and expect where they're going to dive and try to get them low for that. Now, what I do right here in particularly is my team already lost. So what I'm trying to do is get back that space, finish up, clean up whatever I can, and keep my team going, right? Giving my team time to recover. Now, even though I know my team is still recovering, this is what a frontline Peni tank looks like. It's absolutely brutal, and there's nothing we can do because we're not meant for it. I mean, if we got some help by our thing right here, we'd be chilling. But, I mean, it is what it is. So just after reviewing how that 3-2 tank is out here, I'm starting to believe that EOM is a real thing. And I'm over here trying to do my best, right? Stall point, keep coming back, holding spaces, right? Trying to get the team to regroup. But unfortunately, it's not working in our favor. We're just getting pushed. They have ults. Right, it's hard for me to tank the space as a solo tank. I low-key thought he was at the fall. Dude, can you imagine? Could you imagine if he just fell straight down? Now right now it looks like our team is staggered enough to where we're actually getting regrouped. And what I'm doing on this setup is I'm trying to keep the Peni mines protected, right? When you're setting up these 3 web nests to expand it, you kind of want to do it in the way that the enemy team is going to go to that spot to aim at your nest, right? Or get to it. So that's kind of the idea with playing Peni that way and setting up your nest. So we can see that it's an ult fest, and what we're going to do now is, because our nests have not been targeted as much throughout that, they're fully built up on mines, ready for impact. So we killed Cloak in that ult because all we did was extend our mines directly at the first target it reached, which happened to be an ulting Cloak, allowing us to get the full max potential of our ultimate, and that's how you want to do it. And now Elsa just got a good cleanup with our Peni nest as well, allowing us to have a really strong hold. Let's go! Yo, that was clip 2, so if you're still here, please hit that like button, right? Hit that subscribe button, comment down below. Here's clip 3. Alrighty guys, if y'all have seen my page, y'all would have seen this lineup as well. So you come to this third pole, you find this little star with this like little empty cloud right to the left of it. Alright, so we waited for a little bit, but we're going to start setting up our second mine. We happen to get Hulk in it, and what we're doing now is just pretty much like stalling, okay? A lot of this gameplay right now as Peni is going to be shown like me just shooting, holding space, and so we're not really going to go over all those details, but you can see me setting up a trap, and there it goes, right? All we're doing, right, is gaining our ult charge, holding space, keep the control, right? Obviously, on a convergence, all you're doing is stalling time. Right, this is a really good setup for Peni, good hold. Sometimes they go left side, right, when they want to change it up. We go ult extremely fast, and this is us kind of playing that left side, making sure they don't flank. But they're going down main, and we're not going to be able to hold it, unfortunately. But that's what you want to do when you're kind of rotating.
I think it's
Now, seeing how fast they did capture and knowing my team wasn't even there to touch, I decided that going strange wasn't the play, and so we lose out on a little bit of ult charge, but here's what we do, okay? The team is still getting set up on the left side, and what we're doing now is kind of using this tunnel, right, where they don't really have an angle on my body, but we're slowing down their movement. They're not getting too far up and pushing a lot of space. And even though we're not on our nest, they're still going after the nest instead of making space for the team. Now, what this does is kind of help us take back control, waiting for our nest cooldown so we can place it again and get set back up. We're also just constantly shooting, right, aiming for squids, doing our job, creating the space and holding, and that's all you're supposed to do as a tank. Now, one thing that will make you a good Peni player or even a tank player is just knowing ult cooldowns, right? So I'm realizing that they have some momentum underneath them, and we're needing to get reset up. So I don't go back for the same aggressive point. I'm trying to always play behind the point. And so what this allows me to do is when my white fox is getting hit, she gets out with her shift.
You can shift to me.
And watch this Hulk. Instantly deleted. And the reason why Hulk is getting instantly deleted is because it's fully loaded up on mines right now. So it does max damage. A lot of times your ult, which we're about to use, is not always just for, you know, getting kills and destroying their backline or whatever it may be, right? Sometimes it is just for consistently getting space and pushing the team back. Right, on Convergence, it is a time game, and most points are time-based, right? So the objective doesn't necessarily have to always be kills. Sometimes it could just be pushing them back, slowing them down, waiting for your team to get set back up again. And that's what we have to do. And the rest of this is just clean up. So one thing, right, when you're low on time and you're playing Peni, what they're going to try to do most of the time is get an angle on your nest. So I always try to pick it up. Sometimes you don't always get it, and that's okay. But I normally try to pick it up the moment it gets shot. So the cooldown is less time, so it gets set back up after I know where the portal is.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the Ygard map, what you're going to do is come straight out of the spawn. You're going to go to the top of this platform right here on the corner. You're going to find the North Star. Take your bottom of your rectangle and go about a quarter of an inch. Boom. This is one of the most hardest Peni lineups due to all the construction around the front door. But you're going to put your left foot on the circle, right foot on the stair. Find this outer lantern. There's a little line here. You're going to go on the right side of it. Just a little bit above.
Time for some fireworks. Good job, spiders.
Boom. On the Convergence map, you do have to be fast. Once you get over here, you're going to find the third pole. You're going to get as close as you can. You're going to find this star a little bit to the left. Boom. Alright, studs, you gotta be fast on this one. Alright, so once you get over here, you're gonna corner yourself up in this. You're gonna find this star right here. You're gonna come to the right. Boom. So it's... So you might go this way. When you get over here, you're gonna wedge yourself in this corner. You're going to find this tower right here. You're going to find this star, and you're going to see a star like lined up with it. You're going to go kind of in the middle on the left side of it. Just like a slightly above. Boom.